y'all? Welcome back. Welcome. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Soul to Soul podcast. We are elevating our mind, body, and spirit. We are healing our mind, body, and soul with the Mind, Body, and Soul Healer MBJ Live. And your girl, louiie, of course. Make sure you hit the like button. Share this video for somebody that may need to hear it, because this is a good one, y'all. We talking about sex, sex, the sacred energy exchange, the beginning of creation, Lord, how did I hear it? The masturbation of the universe is why we are all here. It's so many different ways to put this, but yeah, tune in, tap in. Let's go. How do we define it? I define it as the intimate, sacred energy exchange, the mother of life. Just in general, tell us how powerful sex is and why we need to really educate ourselves on it, just in general. And then I'm gonna go into some other subcategories.
Because sex is all encompassing. It's keys, blocks, portals, other dimensions, exchange, vehicle. It is like a truck stop, train stop. It's everything.
Passageway.
Yeah, that exchange is something different. It's solar. It's planetaries. It's everything. It's everything. It's magical. It's programming. Anything that you could probably think of is damaging and is edifying. It all depends on who you connect with. Mm-hmm. Because if you get on the wrong track, you can have a collision in the future. And so there can be some derailment if you get on the wrong track, if you connect with the wrong person.
Oh, yeah, okay.
If you get on the wrong track, that will cause a derailment.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's beautiful, it's awesome, and it's amazing. And we have not been taught or educated on the true power and magnitude of sacred energy exchange. But hands down, we have not been educated on that. Even people who are not supposed to be together, mm-hmm. They can still use sex mm-hmm. to manifest and create some stuff. Like it is what it is. A lot of people, we've been forced to connect with people through programming. Okay. So we base people off what they look like, what they dress, their hair color, boob size, booty size, skin tone, size of the penis, the wetness of.
Who I'm gonna look good with on Instagram.
Yeah, camel toe. You can see her gap from the back. You know what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of things. Her toes, her fingernails, just everything. We've been programmed to be fixated and identify sex through that way. But and so we force, even though we'll hear it. Nah, she not the one. He not the one. We'll mm-hmm. hear it, mm-hmm. but we will ignore it mm-hmm. because we've been programmed to be focused on that. What I'm hearing is an illusion. That's no. And then you will justify with that. No, but I can fix her, or I can fix him. Mm-hmm. I can change her. If I get him, boy, I put that thing on. With him or her, then they gonna be but it's not the case. You just forcing something mm-hmm. that is not supposed to be. But yet, guess what? Beautiful children can still come out of it. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said things still can come out of when you force, things in relationships and stuff like that.
Or not even in relationships. People.
Or not, just some one night stands or whatever, Yeah. Because I've heard some stuff like don't do it, distraction, and still did it, and you got children out of it. You know what I'm saying? So
biblically is what I want to touch on. Because of course, ancient book written a long time ago. We didn't have so many things that we have today when sex was being interpreted and experienced thousands and thousands of years ago. So biblically, what are some things you can agree on that touches on sex and disagree on?
Well, the two become one. You become one flesh when you lay with somebody.
Okay.
That is some truth. I can agree on that. Yeah.
That's it. Because the Bible says a lot, and I just touch on this book because, like I said, everybody can relate, and it's a lot of things in there being taught. It talks about man laying with man and woman laying with woman. It talks about polygamy and polygyny, and that type of dynamic of relationships. So it touches on a lot.
now with that, of course, it's unnatural. Because a man and a man cannot reproduce.
Okay.
A woman and a woman can't reproduce.
Right.
And so, but then you deal with polygamy. My thought has always been, this is me. If you're in a polygamous relationship, how is it that it's just the man with all the women? How come the woman can't have the men? You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, because you can't reproduce as many kids like that if it's multiple men and one woman, but you got multiple women and one man, you can.
Yeah, but but a lot of people is.
That side lets me know.
Don't get upset. Don't get upset. If it's good for you, it should be good for that woman.
Okay.
That's even in so-called cheating in relationship. If you cheating on that woman, it's only fair game that she has the right to do so too. And it's like, why are we getting upset about it? But if you have an arrangement and saying, okay, this is what we're gonna do, polygamy. So okay, well, if you get to have multiple women, it's okay for me to have somebody too, if I want them. I feel that it should be that way too. I mean, because some men abuse it. They abuse it.
Things are almost everything is being abused.
It's being abused. You know what I'm saying? But don't get bent out of shape. If it's good for you, like, oh yeah, I got to have all these women, but what if that woman had all these men? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we typically can't handle, as a typical man can't handle that.
Polygyny.
That, we ditch or put out. But if a woman does it, it's like, beat our chest, So that's my take on that, But hey, I'm just one person. If it's good for you, it's good for somebody else.
Okay.
That's how I feel. Don't get upset with somebody and you doing the same thing. That that the hypocrisy stuff. It's like, man, you know what? I can't even. Sometimes you gotta say, you know what? There's nothing I can do or say.
You're getting a little tongue-tied on this topic.
No. What I'm saying is there's nothing I can do or say in a relationship if you have messed around.
Yeah. I mean, in a relationship is different because we're talking about polygyny. So this is something that has been agreed upon, whether the intention was good or not, whether somebody was persuaded or manipulated. It was something that was agreed upon and was okay. Good. Cheating is different. Cheating is you going behind somebody's back, not doing it, in the open and being proud or, whatever your reasoning is. Your intention when you cheating off the rip is not there. But polygamy is like, okay, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, and this is how we're going to do it. That's something that's agreed upon.
Yeah. And if it's agreed upon, now, if it's the agreement is, okay, baby, you can have you 10 wives, but I want to have a couple of boos on the side too, right? So that should be acceptable too, if that's the agreement.
Okay.
But if it's a problem, then it's off balance. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If she feel like, you know what, yeah, I don't care. I don't mind you having 10 women, but it's two brothers, that I, find fancy that, I want to connect with too. So do you have a problem with that?
I mean, when you look at the intention behind it, it's like, I think that's where a lot of it comes in, that because it's like my intention with the women, I'll give about good 20% that actually have good intentions behind the polygamy and polygyny, because, you know, a lot of people can't handle one or two, but to handle 3, 4, and 10 nowadays. But it's like, okay, we want to populate, or we want to expand and get help in different areas where we need help, or we want to make up in different, you know, it's a lot of things behind why, outside of sex, why we want this to happen. My wife can't breastfeed. We may need to bring a woman in to help with breastfeed the children. My wife can't teach, you know, this certain area, so we may need, you know, someone in the home to help with the children, or maybe, you know, in ancient times, you know, when farming was a thing and a lot of things were family oriented around business, is what a lot of reasons behind polygamy in the Bible had come about. But for a woman to want 2 husbands is like, or 3 husbands is like, you know, what's the intention? Like, you know, what we gonna do with the husbands, you know? So I think that's where the discrepancy about, you know, that, not saying whether it's right or wrong, but I'm saying that's originally why the dynamic of a polygamy relationship was considered biblically thousands of years ago. Nowadays,
well, you know, I would just point out the fact that's if she did say that, it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
That's how I feel. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I feel. It shouldn't be. If that's what she, okay, well, that's fine, baby. But you know, hey, I want to be able to,
but even like for the reasons that I laid out, like why the intention and why you may need multiple wives versus why a woman would need multiple husbands.
Okay, so
that's why I said outside of sex.
So now let's look at that. It is a job just dealing with one woman.
Right, that's what I said, yeah.
And the complexity in so many different avenues of that one woman. Yeah. And a man trying to keep up with just that one. And sometimes she don't even know the complexity of herself. Yeah. And it's like you dealing with it like, baby, I'm trying to, who are you today?
I'm already dealing with 6 personalities.
Yeah, well, who are you today? Then you got 10 women or multiple women. Somebody's going lack. One man is not going to be able to entertain and fulfill all 10 women. It is impossible. 2, 3? It's still like, the woman is so dynamic and complex in so many ways. Yeah. Like, it's 2 women, 3 women, you trying to juggle them like that. Somebody is.
And your kids?
And the kids. So it's like, everybody served a man.
It's just chaos.
You know, not necessarily chaos. They can still live in harmony, but 10 women, one woman is going to be in there like, I want my man, but he in there with other sister wife. You know what I'm saying? So it's like how, or that woman just want to be held and at that particular moment. Mm-hmm. But if he's laid up with other sister wife, the second sister wife, and you got 8, 9, 10 sister wives that just need to be held and just want to lay on the chest and just want to talk to, and not even about sex. I just want to tell you about my day.
Just some kind of intimacy. Some
type of connection. So that's why I'm saying it's impossible. That's why I said, if a woman say, okay, if she's being realistic with herself,
I'm gonna need another husband.
I'm gonna need me a few boo things on the side, because I already know that there is going to be somebody is going to go short and be lacking. Yeah. I don't care what nobody say. One man and one woman, and it's not easy. Entertaining one.
I know.
You follow what I'm saying? So make it make sense. It's logically.
Especially us as beings that are always growing and learning and changing over time and learning ourselves and evolving and just in general. Now I gotta keep getting to know 4 of y'all and all who y'all keep growing and developing into, and all these different stages and awakenings and evolutions. Like,
listen, and that's not now. Here's that caveat. You got 10 women. Because they living in the same household, guess what's going to end up happening? They're going to all start being on, if they are still having their cycles, they're going to all start linking up.
Aligning.
Their body's going to start aligning, and everybody going to be on their cycle at one time.
Same time.
So, ovulation, before the cycle comes, they're going to be in heat or horny. Then right after, they're going to be in heat or horny, or sometimes even during, they're going to be in. So how's this man going to come through and be like, man, listen, logically.
This conversation making him speechless.
I'm being real. This is realistic conversation.
No, for
that
real.
If a woman says, you got 10 wives, I'm cool with that, baby. I love you, I appreciate it, but I want to be able to have a couple of boo things or a couple of husbands on the side, because, and that should be okay, because I already know you're not gonna be able to service all 10 women the same equally. It's impossible.
Yeah, everybody gonna be like unfulfilled.
Unfulfilled.
Like, yeah.
Even that one woman will probably be unfulfilled at some point. If you're not, this is what I tell people. Like, if I'm with a woman, and I'm in a relationship, I'm going to study her. I ain't gonna say nothing, I'm just gonna watch her. I watch her. I watch everything, the movement, how she responds, how she reacts to things. When I touch her, I don't just touch her just to be touching her. I'm touching her, see what makes her or do certain things. She like that. So I'm the breaths, and so I'm really analyzing her like she is homework, because I need to know how this woman tick. Exploration. It is so selfless.
You making us sound so complicated.
But you already know it's nothing. But that's just how the woman is. She's just wired that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't even know sometimes like what's going on with her.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, baby, listen, I know something. It's okay. Come on. I can't comprehend because I'm not a woman.
We gonna figure this out together.
Yeah. And so now she having these hot flashes. Now she's going through these different things. Now she don't want to be touched. At first, her sexual desire appetite was on 20. Now it went down to -2. You know what I'm saying? So her libido, everything just slow all the way down. Come premenopause, during menopause, and then she get all the way up to that 364 day of not having a cycle. Then on that 365 day, she ended up having a cycle again. Now she got to start all the way back over, having periods again. Come on, man. That's like, and that's just one woman.
And you want 3 women?
That's just one. That's what. Let's be realistic, fellas and ladies. Come on, let's be realistic on this. I'm glad we having this conversation because it's gonna make some people think. So, ladies, I'm just saying, I ain't telling you what to do, but these are things you could consider, and you could still be in a relationship. Like, hey, it's gonna be 3 weenies in the house and 10 women, or 4 weenies in the house and 10 women. They all stay together, and guess what? You got 4 husbands and 10 wives in the house.
You think that's okay?
Hey, is it okay for the man to have 10 women in the house?
No.
Hey, I'm just saying, if that's what you're gonna do.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying?
Just add some more masculine energy in there.
It's already feminine energy, so what's the difference?
Yeah, I know.
Come on now, you got feminine energy?
It's tough, but now you're talking about all these different pH balances, and now you're talking about, is everybody diet the same? Spiritual diet, physical diet, mental diet. That's a lot going on.
But that's all in the programming. That's all part of the whole contract type thing, the agreement. Everybody gonna eat the same. Everybody gonna clean their diet up. This is what we gonna do as a collective consciousness. Then you won't have no issues. I'm just saying that if you gonna go down that rabbit hole,
you may have lesser issues. Let's say that.
Lesser. You gonna have issues
regardless.
With one man and 10 women, you gonna have issues.
Yeah.
They paint it like, okay, this pretty, this nice. No, it ain't, bro.
It is not.
No, it ain't. You're going to have some fights. You're going to have some drama. You're going to have some bickering. You're going to have some complaining. The man going to leave the house because, man, these chicks is tripping today.